to this week's vlog. If you're new, I'll give you a very quick intro. Yes, my name is Dawn. I'm originally from Manchester, and for, I always say, over 20 years, I think it's almost 24 years, I've been living here in the Netherlands. I live here with my partner Lawrence, who's from South Africa, our sons Josh and William, and our little furry boy Jack, who's a Parsons Terrier. So you're very welcome. This channel, I film snippets of my day, and then I sort of mishmash them all together, and then every Sunday morning you get the compilation of what I've been up to all week. And I also have another channel here on YouTube, which is a crafty roundup. It's a podcast. It's called The Woven Almanac, and I talk about all the things I love to make. I'm a bit of a craftaholic. There's sometimes some crafty chatter goes on in the vlog as well, because I just can't help myself. Anyway, so you're very welcome, and if you're an OG returning viewer, thank you so much, and I hope we're all well. As I'm filming this, it's a Saturday. You would have seen on the screen somewhere. I can never remember which way round on the screen it goes. I'm a bit out of breath. I've run up and down the stairs twice because I forgot my phone upstairs. I'm currently, everything's locked up. It's a bit windy today, so we're not going to go out on the boat. Lawrence has been in Amsterdam with watching Josh, my eldest, play football, and his girlfriend, not Lawrence's girlfriend, Joshua's girlfriend, went with them. So I don't know if he's bringing them both back, or they're going back on the team bus, or I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, Lawrence called me and he said, do you want to go on the boat? I said, no, it's way too windy. It won't be pleasant to sail it for Lawrence, because, you know, it's a motorboat, but it's, you know, when it's choppy on the water, it's not very pleasant. When I say the water, we're not out on the sea, we're just local, but still. And then he said, I really fancy boerewors, put it on the braai. That's basically South African sausage that he wants to barbecue. And our nearest place that we've got any kind of chances buying one is in a place called Heemstede. So we're going to go over, take a drive. That's why I've got a thin cardigan on. I've got a t-shirt and a thin cardi. I don't think I need the cardigan. I was actually sat in the garden having my lunch earlier. I think you can hear the dryer. I'm just drying the smalls, and then I've got towels pegged out. I've got all kinds of stuff pegged out, making the most of this nice weather. I'm keeping an eye on him, on the window, to see if he pulls up. Last night, Lawrence, myself, Joshua and Claudia, we went to our local Japanese restaurant. We went for sushi. Lawrence said, what do you fancy? And I said, I'm just in the mood for something like, you know, rice or like a poke bowl. And he said, what about sushi? And I said, yeah, I just felt in the mood for little sort of light, you know, tasty nibbles. And William didn't want to, because he had a tooth extracted the other day, so he said, no, I don't want to. So the four of us went. We had a lovely evening, you know, giggling away. It was nice watching them, you know, and then how the four of us interact. So she's really fitted in really well with our family, so, which is a relief, because you never know, do you? So that's what we did last night. I think I went to bed about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And as I said, this morning Lawrence has been out. I've been doing laundry, just general pottering. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know I bought quite a cheap chub rub stick from a local bargain store here in the Netherlands. It's called Action. I'm sure you can get chub rub sticks from, you know, wherever you live, but I've been trying it out. I've been trying it under my boobs. I'm sorry if this is TMI, but I have got big, you know, a big pair on me, and in this heat, you know, they just get a bit chafy. So I thought, let me try them, and actually it's helped. It's not, I mean, you know, there's no cure for the big boobs, but it's definitely made things a bit more comfortable. So today I'm trying them out on my shoes. I put it on the sole of my feet because I've got some mules on, and the sole isn't leather, and you know, with this heat and your feet get hot and you get a bit sweaty. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go. So I must try and remember to tell you how it went, but yeah, it just tickled me that. What else? I finished that pink shawl I was crocheting on, so I just need to, I think tomorrow Lawrence is going to be out at hockey tomorrow, so I think I'm going to wash and block that. It'll dry quite quickly out in the garden. I've got on my blocking mats, I can put it out on the picnic table in the back garden. And I'm busy, you know, crocheting the second one for myself. What else? I think that's about it. Anyway, the weekly vlog has begun. We're on 5 minutes. I hope you're all well. If you missed it, in real time, I filmed a podcast last week. 2-3 days ago, I think, as I'm filming this, 2 days maybe. So if you're if you're interested in what crafty things I've been up to, or the shawls I'm talking about, head on over to the Woven Almanac. I'll put links below to my other socials. If you want to say hello in the comments, please do. I read everyone. And it's lovely to hear from you, where you're from, how you found the channel. Are you also a crafter? Is it winter, summer? What season are you in, wherever you are in the world? It's, as I've just said, it's coming up summertime here. It's June. It's beautiful. Right, I'm going to stop waffling and head on out, and the week's begun. Let's hope it's a good one. See you in a Sorry, the sun is really bright today. I'm obviously sat in the garden, as you can see. I've got little Jack. Where is he? There. He was snoring away a minute ago. I should put the parasol up. I'm just getting a bit of sun for the vitamin D. It's 1:30. I have had quite a busy morning. I've got on top of all the laundry. I've put all the laundry away. And I've cleaned the bathroom, and now I've just been sat in the garden. I'm doing a little bit of crochet. It's a beautiful day. Yesterday it was quite cold. I didn't film any of the sail, but we went out on the boat for a few hours, Lawrence and I, in the afternoon. And when the sun was out, it was okay, but when the clouds covered the sun, it was really cold. We've got blankets and stuff on there, so we were fine. But it was lovely. It was nice to be out, but I didn't film it. I don't know. I mean, you don't need to be seen, you know, us sailing every week, do you? Yeah, and then we came home, and then William was working, and I've made a nice tagliatelle for Lawrence and Joshua and Claudia and myself. And that was it. We just had a quiet evening. Oh my God, Jack is panting, and his breath, it's like rancid. He's going to, it's like a dead fish diet has been living in his mouth. He's going to the doggy groomer this week. I think maybe tomorrow. Thinking about it. He's sat in the full sun. I don't know what he's doing. He should go in the shade. There's plenty of shade for him. Anyway, yeah, so it's just been nice and quiet. I haven't got anything exciting to share with you, actually. I think tomorrow's also going to be nice weather. I've got an appointment. I have to go out. Oh, last night, just after dinner, it was about 7ish. Namely asked me, should you fancy a walk? So I was like, you know what, I will. Well, we were out over an hour. I don't know how far we walked, but in the end, I said to Namely, my hips are killing me. We'll have to turn back. She was like, mine are hurting too. I got home. Oh my God, they're paining my legs. We weren't power walking or anything, but it was good. It was really nice. We had a good catch up as well, but it was just nice to be out on a, you know, it was quite a nice evening. The temperature had heated up. I'm talking about, oh my gosh, I feel really a bit groggy. What else? I think, I can't remember if I've chatted with you. Maybe on Saturday, we took a drive to Hampstead. Did I tell you that? Lawrence had a hankering for Boerewors sausages, South African sausages. Do you know, I honestly can't remember. And we went to the beach and had a little cheeky tipple. I think I told you that, or did I? I don't know. Anyway, maybe you've seen some footage. But yeah, you know, apart from that, it's just been quiet. Anyway, I'm starting to get a bit hot now. I have got sun cream on, but I think I'm going to put the parasol up in a minute. I'm just going to sit here quietly on my own and just crochet and, you know, listen to the sounds of the world going by. It's pretty quiet. The kids are all in school. And yeah, it's a Monday. Somebody across the canal from us behind, doing that with my head, it was an empty house, and they've got builders in, and they've been banging and drilling, but it's quiet. So I don't know if they're on lunch or they're just not working today. Hopefully they're not working today. Oh, they finished. Wouldn't that be great? So anyway, I thought I'd just come on quickly and say hello. And I'm going to stop because I'm absolutely roasting hot. I'll see you in a moment. You look nice. Hey. Oh, yes. Oh, you're so soft. Good afternoon. I'm on the way to Harlem. I have a meeting. I think you would have seen some footage of Jack. Lawrence has, he came home at lunch, in his lunch break. I picked up Jack from the doggy groomers, and he looks so nice. And his fur, oh, he's so soft. He was all giddy when he came back, so that was lovely. I've had a very, very quiet morning. I purposely decided not to do a thing. In fact, I popped to the loo when I got up first thing, and then I went and got back in bed and just scrolled on my phone. I played games and did mindless stuff. It was lovely, very relaxing. And now I've got a meeting in Harlem at 1, and I left with plenty of time to spare because there's never any parking where I'm going. But the bridge was open, so I might be cutting it fine. We'll see. Anyway, it's fine. My stress-free morning has just done the trick. I did two things. I crocheted a bit more on my South Bay shawlette. I think I'm about halfway through. I'm thrilled to mix it. If you remember, that's the yarn that when I bought when Jeanette was over, and it's like it goes from like this beautiful creams to like a taupey colour to an olive. It's all very, very pale, like a subtle change. Oh, it's so nice. I'm thrilled to bits with it, and I'm loving that I can crochet something. I can be creative without spending any brain power because I just cannot follow a pattern. The other thing I did when I was sat with my coffee, Jeanette brought me over 2 copies of Daphne's diaries, which was really sweet, and I've not actually had a chance to sit down and go through them properly. I've just flicked, and they're stunning. So I had like a look through flick. So I've not actually sat down and read everything, but I did take the time and go through the pages. Oh, there's loads of nice things to snip in it, and I think I mentioned that Tim, Jeanette's hubby, had chopped in half a composite notebook. Is it called? I don't composition notebook, composite notebook. You can tell I'm not a journaler, but I like a bit of paper crafting. Anyway, Jeanette did a tutorial on that, how she deconstructed it and made it into a journal, and that was the plan. We were going to do that. So I've got these 2 halves because we were going to make a mini one together, and we talked for a whole week and didn't do it. But I fancy having a go now. I've watched Jeanette's, she did like, what was it, like a 3-part make-along or something she did on a Crafty Clegs journal channel. So I just flicked through the Daphne's diary. I've got loads of paper crafting stuff. I've got loads of paper because, you know, with my dollhouse and miniatures, you know, I have like all the glues and papers and all the little, you know, sticky bits and fancy things and bunches. Anyway, so, and I have dabbled in card making for many, many years. Anyway, my gosh, that was awful. So I'm thinking I've got a clear. This was the only appointment I've got this week. I'm thinking I might. I'm not sort of pressurising myself to do it, but I might have a little go. I don't know what theme. Well, I've got 2 halves, so I could do one theme. If I look at the Daphne's diary, it's very much like vintage like Frenchy, floral, you know, shabby chic kind of vibe. So we could do one like that. Anyway, we'll see. First I need to go and have my meeting and hopefully come back stress free. I've got 20 minutes. I think I'll be fine. I said to Lawrence just before I got in the big car, I said, is there petrol in the car? Because I've not driven it. And he went, yeah. And I got in and it's just above the red. It's like, what that? And I didn't factor in time to fill up the car as well. But I've checked on the dash. Can't see now, the sun's shining on it. But it said I had like over 100 kilometres in the petrol tank. And it's not even on the red light yet. So I thought, I'm not even worrying about it. In fact, I can drive there and back and just fill up when I get home. So, but I was like, oh, I could have throttled him because he's the one who's been driving it all weekend. Anyway, it's fine. He just forgot. It's okay. And what else? Nothing exciting to share with you. I've checked the weather forecast. Today they said around 21 degrees, a high of 21. When I got in the car, the dashboard said 26. It's not that. And now it's, as I've approached Harlem, it's dropped to 22, which is kind of in the forecast. It's beautiful. So I'm going to sit in the garden this afternoon. I sat in the garden yesterday and crocheted under the parasol. And but I've checked the weather forecast, and I don't know why I was shocked, which seems crazy. But it's the forecast rain the weekend. I think it's because I don't remember the last time it rained. That's why I was like, rain? But actually we do need it. Isn't that typical? Why doesn't it rain in the week? And then it's nice at the weekend. Anyway, it's fine. You know, on the plus side, it'll give my plants a good water. Because I have been going out in the back garden. I've left the front. It's overgrown. It's terrible. We've still not done it. But yeah, I've been watering the plants in the back, especially because I've got plants in pots. But yeah, I was like, rain? Yes, rain. Because usually it's 50% rain here. It's rain, sun, rain, sun. I don't know. It's amazing how quickly you get used to something, isn't it? Anyway, it can change by the hour at the moment, so I'm not reading too much into it. And it's not like we've got any concrete plans. Lawrence did say, oh, should we go out and do some drone filming at the weekend? I said, oh yeah, that'll be lovely. But yeah. Oh, the update on his drone license. So he's got it. There's 3 levels. I think I spoke about this in a few vlogs ago. So he's passed the first 2 levels of droning, which is actually all you need. And then he applied for permission to film at one of our local windmills, and he spoke to the caretaker. I've got a feeling I told you about this, and he was like really enthusiastic about it. And then so he applied for it, and then it was declined because he needed something, some special equipment on his drone. And I think it's only because of the proximity to Schiphol Airport, the Amsterdam airport. Well, I mean, the type of drone he's got, you'd never have that piece of equipment on it. It's like these professional filmmakers would have on these gigantic, you know, drones. So that's not going to happen. But I don't know, I'll keep an eye on the weather forecast. So I've not spoke to him since he mentioned it. I'll see if there's anywhere nice to go. We've not been droning because it's just been windy. It's been beautiful but windy. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now because I'm like 10 minutes away. Can't see what the time is. The dashboard is really in full on sun, so I don't know what the time is. If I get in the shade, it's 1:45. So I'm hoping I'm not having to drive around for 10 minutes, otherwise I'm going to be late. Right, I will catch you in a while. I hope it's not too dark in here because I've got the my blackout blind down quite low. There's only about that much of light showing through because it's been quite hot the last few days. But it's not today. This morning was beautiful, now it's overcast. Anyway, I've been sat tinkering in my craft room, but the doorbell rang and I thought I'd show you. If you've been here a while, you'll know last year I bought some. I'll show you. Actually, I bought these Crocs. I've got them in a black, and then this taupey colour, and they're Brooklyn. And the reason I like them is that you can adjust both of the straps on them, and they're super comfortable. However, they're just a little bit high, and when my feet get really hot, because you do sweat a fair bit in Crocs, my ankle's sort of gone over, so I wouldn't sort of wear these, you know, for a long day of walking. But they're great for, you know, they look actually really nice. You can wear them a bit dressy up, and they're just so comfortable. So I've got the black and the taupe, which I bought last year. And then I saw new this year, they've got the Brooklyn shoes again, but much lower. So these are black with tan. There's only 2 colour options. I think one was like a white or creamy colour, and I wanted the black. And again, adjustable straps, super comfortable. They're like the Havaianas, in that you have to pick like 2 sizes. So I've got the 38, 39, and I do sort of fluctuate between a 38, 39, which in the UK is 5. 38 is a 5 and a 39 is a 6. So the only thing what I would say is, when you get hot and sweaty, they rub, and I got blisters off them. I think was it the black one, the black chunky heel was the taupey ones. They rubbed and rubbed, and then I googled and I looked, and in the end I found something on YouTube that recommended that you rub Vaseline on your feet, and that's exactly, and it works. If you do that, you don't need loads, but like here and here, wherever the edge is, not so much the toe, it seems to be more here on me, you just do a really thin layer of Vaseline, and usually that's enough for the evening. I keep a very small little thin pot of Vaseline anyway for my lips. I always keep it in my bag. Super handy. You just a little dab in, and then just on your foot, not in the Crocs, on your foot. Solves it, no problem. Maybe that chub rub stick would help. But anyway, really happy with that. If you want to try out for Crocs now and again, they have offers on. So I think I got, these were sorry, I'm looking out the window, there's a police car. These were €42. I got a discount. There was an offer on. I subscribed to the newsletter. But Crocs, I've got really nice shoes. As I said, the Havaianas, I used to live in them. Sorry, I'm rustling. I had every colour, shape, everything of Havaianas. I've worn them for years, and I can't wear them now because of the way my feet have gone with the arthritis. They actually really hurt my feet. I get very bad ankle and back pain off them, but they also, the thongy bit here also just rubs me terribly. So with a sad heart, I had to say goodbye to my Havaianas, and I just needed a pair of like flip-flops. So these Brooklyn, the low sole, I don't know what they're called, was fine. Anyway, what have I been doing this morning? Well, apart from, other things, pottering like you do, I thought, you know what, let me what they're doing here, let me I'm gonna have a look at this composite notebook that Jeanette brought over for me, and had a quick look at a video. So what I've been doing, I tried to tear out some pages so it wasn't too thick, but it tore the cotton binding on it, so you had to deconstruct it anyway. So following her tutorial, I've just worked from the middle, and then I'm just gluing the pages together to make them thicker, and then doing the edging with the washi tape, and I've found it quite relaxing to do. What I'm going to do with this, I have no idea, but I thought, well, I'll just keep going. So, and I think when you start putting like card and stuff in it, I have made journals before, so I do kind of know what I'm doing, but I'm just not feeling very inspired at the moment. But this in itself was just quite nice to do. So I've left my Daphne's diaries. Oh no, they're here. I thought I'd left them downstairs. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do like florally things. So I'm just going to have a flick through these magazines that she brought over for me. And stick some stuff in them. Look, there's like little stickers. There's all kinds of beautiful things in this. You know, little snippets of paper, and it's just stunning, you know. So, aren't they lovely? Like little, look, what it shows you can see somebody's stuck them on like a chopping board. Do all sorts with them. You know, and there's always like bits of, I've had Daphne's diaries before myself, but it's not so easy to get hold of it over here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, how clever. That's a stencil in this one. So you haven't actually sat and gone through it page by page. Recipe cards. Beautiful. Oh, isn't that lovely? So I thought, well, I'm just going to start snipping a few things and sticking a bit of paper in stuff. Also stickers, like little name, like tags, labels, I should say. Anyway, there's loads of stuff in this. So, and then I've got two bags of paper crafting stuff that Jeanette and I bagged up from my stash we were going to go to my workshop to just make a mess. We never did it. So they're still downstairs. And I've got a big plastic box with a lid on it full of paper crafting stuff. I haven't got room for it in here. But I've got loads of these kind of pads, you know, with cardstock and paper in them. So, yeah, I thought, well, you know, I've just made a little start. My meeting went well yesterday. It's just very tiring. It took a lot out of me. Did I mention it was with the occupational health? I think I did. I can't remember. But they're being really good. They're just being supportive, and it's all about just sort of, you know, reining myself in a bit and not overdoing things, which I tend to struggle with. So, yeah, I'm still off work for the time being. We're just seeing how it goes. But anyway, it was just, I was knackered by the end of the day. I got home, I lay in the garden, and then next minute, I woke myself up snoring. So I don't know how long I was asleep for. You know, Lawrence was working. I was just out for the count. I think you've seen some images of Jack as well. Did I mention? I think I did mention that he'd been to the doggy groomer. So, yeah, I don't know what the police are doing there. It's very unusual in our street. Okay, well, anyway, I'm sure I'll hear all about it. Right, I'm going to carry on sticking and snipping and just relaxing, and I'll see you in a while. Because quite a lot of public areas in the Netherlands are cobblestones, or what's known as clinkers. Jeanette thought that was hilarious when she came here to visit. I don't know why I was having a conversation with Jeanette about clinkers, but there you go. So yeah, when you're driving, sometimes I'm sort of rocking all over the show, but it's perfectly normal here. Anyway, I think you would have seen some footage before I had to run my chores. I popped to a store in the neighbouring village to me, and I'm quite friendly with the owner, Karen, and it's a brocante. And I think last year maybe she decided to wind things down a bit, so she's not open all the time. But she opens, you know, a handful of times in the year, and then I think it's more like for the season. So she was open before Christmas. I think she was open another time as well, which I couldn't make. But I saw something specific. She posted on her Facebook page that she was open this weekend, and she posted pictures of some of the things in the store. And one of the things I saw, I was like, oh, I've been looking for one of them for ages. So, like many crafters, I sit in the corner of the room at the end of the sofa, and there is a craft mountain next to where I sit, and I clear it out, and then it stays clear for a week, and then, you know, a week later it's another mountain. So I've given up on trying to keep it tidy. I tried to keep it manageable. I've opened the windows. It's suddenly gone warm. We've had rain, cold, sun. It's the weather is all over the place, and it's forecasted rain for at least a week every day now. Anyway, it's fine. I'm all layered up, and I have an umbrella with me just in case. And I have jeans on, so long trousers and sandals. Anyway, waffle, I digress. Anyway, I've got in the corner of my craft mountain, I've got one of these IKEA really cheap uplighters. I think, you know, every house in the world had probably one of these uplighters years ago, and I've had mine, I don't know, 10, 15 years, if not longer. And I've been looking for a nice standard lamp to go in that corner for a good few years. And I don't know, they used to be the most hideous things, and people couldn't give them away. And now you can't find them for love nor money. And if you do, they're, you know, crazy prices. Anyway, waffle. Amongst Karen's photos on Facebook, there was a standard lamp. It's not a big one, but I was like, oh, that's just what I'm looking for that corner. So stupidly, I commented on the photo saying, how much is it? And she didn't read it. And then, you know, having a conversation with her afterwards, she said, why didn't you just message me? And I was like, I don't know, I just didn't think to. Anyway, driving there this morning, she would have been open about half an hour, and I was on my merry little way. I thought, let me first call into Karen before I do my chores. And all the way there, I'm thinking, oh, I hope that lamp's still there. Anyway, I walked in, there was one lady in the store, and they were having a conversation. My ears was kind of pricked up a bit, but not much, you know, kind of, you know, zoned out. Anyway, the lady left, and then I'd seen the lamp was there. Maybe you've seen it on the footage I took. And I said to Karen, is this sold? And she started laughing. She went, well, no. And I said, right, I'm having it. And then I looked at the price and I went, I'm definitely having it. I said, this is literally all I've come for. So she was laughing. The lady that was in the store had came to look at the lamp for a friend of hers. And then they were humming and hawing over the price. Unbelievable. And she said, I'm gonna tell my friend it's best to come and look at the lamp herself. And Karen said, it's not sold. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, those conversations, nobody comes to look at the lamp themselves. You know, it's one of these sort of, wow. So I said, right, I'm having it. So I bought the lamp, and had a look round, and I bought several other things. Every time. But I know, when I get home, I'm going to show you, I know that you will love what I've bought. I bought some really nice things which just go perfectly. When you see the things I bought, you're like, oh yeah, that's stored. Oh yeah, that's stored. So I spent a lovely hour in Karen's shop waffling, putting the wheels to right. I was having a good chat with her, good catch up. And she's also really funny. Whenever you go in her shop, you always come out feeling like, you know, you've had a very pleasant time. And then I've just popped into the village. I've actually been out longer than I wanted or planned to, because when going to Karen's store, there was loads of roadworks. I don't know what's going on in our village at the moment, but there's roadworks and diversions and road closures everywhere, and not all of them are clearly marked. This morning I drove down one of the main roads that take you out of the east to west side of the village, and I drove all the way down, almost to the end, and it was closed. And I knew, I was like, did I miss that closed sign? No, I didn't, because there was a stream of traffic behind me, and also driving in that direction. I remember thinking, gosh, this road's busy, because there was a load of people driving past me who'd clearly done the same thing. Honestly, that was one of the complaints. Me and Karen had a good old moan about the roadworks and traffic situation at the moment. Put this up now, so I've cooled off a bit. Anyway, so it meant I've actually been out way longer than I thought. I thought I'd only be out for, you know, an hour or so. But anyway, it's, as I said, it's now 5 to 1, my gosh. And I left the house about 10:15. But it's fine. I've got no plans for the day. The day is mine to do what I like with it. I have to just stop putting pressure on myself. And I've just remembered, don't go right because the road's also closed there. Anyway, so I popped into the village to do my chores. I needed to pop in the supermarket, then I needed to go to the post office, which technically it's not post office, it's like the paper shop, and you can buy books, magazines, gifts, ironically not sweets, which the English British paper shops all sell sweets and cigarettes, but I don't think they do that. They might sell cigarettes, I wouldn't know. Anyway, and it's also doubles up as a post office. I think that's probably the case in a lot of countries these days, isn't it? That shops are doubling up as other things. Wow, what am I waffling about? I'm so sorry. What I'm trying to say is, I bought a magazine while I was in there. Ugh. I think I mentioned that I'd been faffing around with paper, and I'd started making this like mini junk journal that Jeanette and I were supposed to make when she was visiting. And yesterday I spent a few hours on it, and I've really enjoyed it. And Jeanette brought over a couple of editions of Daphne's Diary for me, which I really like. I have it on my Readly app, and I always have a flick through. But having it in person, and I've been snipping bits out of it, and you know, been sticking them in this journal. And I don't do journaling, I just like faffing around with crafty and arty things. Well, if you've been around a while, you'll know that about me. And then I saw they had one edition of the latest Daphne's Diary on the shelf. It's in Dutch, but I'm not buying it for that. I can read Dutch, it's fine, but I'm not buying it for that. I'm buying it for all the lovely things, you know, like the scrapbooky kind of stuff in it. And I had a quick flick through just to double check that it wasn't one of the ones Jeanette brought me, and it isn't. And I don't know if it seemed to be a bit sort of, the pictures in it seemed a bit Dutch. But I don't know if that's the theme of this month's magazine full stop, because on flicking through, oh, it's a big rock I went over, they have, what I've noticed is they do recipe cards. So no doubt you can make it like a recipe box, and the recipe cards are in English, but everything else is in Dutch. That's weird. I'll show you when I get home. So, I mean, it's not cheap. It was like €10, like €9.95, but you know, I don't need like stacks of these magazines. It was while I'm in the mood to do it, I thought that's meant to be. Anyway, I'd already planned to just faff around and craft this afternoon. Did I just tell you that I'd finished my South Bay shawlette, the crochet shawl I was making, the creamy beige olivey green one? I whipped that up in no time, and I'm tempted to cast on the nice teal colour that I bought. Who's the teal colour? Jazz hands. The teal colour yarn that I bought last week from the market, only because I've really enjoyed the process, the rhythm, you know, this sort of mindless stitching. I mean, well, I've made 2 shawls in what, less than 3 weeks. That never happens. So I'm very tempted to cast the teal one on. I thought that was William then. Okay, I'm home. I think I might have just cut short the video because I just went on a massive waffle, and I don't know what I was waffling about. So I think I've just cut the video. Excuse me. Right, here's the lamp, so you can see. I'll show you this one. This is the lamp. So I'm a shorty, I'm 5'1", so it's like 4 foot something. Thrilled to bits with that. It's got this nice like linen shade with it, and it's got a foot control, which won't be, that's where it's going to be located. It's not going to be ideal because it's sort of squashed in at the side of the sofa and a little coffee table, but it's fine. I've just shown Lawrence, he really likes it. €39. What an absolute steal. What do you want, Jack? You're not going out. So that's one thing about. Let me see if I can set this up properly. Let's see. This was hanging on the wall, and it reminded me of a project I want to do, and I'll tell you in a second. I'll show you first. This isn't that lovely? So she's taken a picture frame and put some boards behind it and stained them, and then this is one of those half like brass chandeliers with black candles. I absolutely love it. I love it. And I've just discussed it with Lawrence, where it's going. Yeah, how much this was? $19.50. How crazy is that? I mean, honestly, her prices are fantastic. Thrilled to bits with that. Now, Lawrence actually said, oh, that idea is really good. That will be good for the elephant. I'm going to explain. And I said to him, this is exactly what I've been trying to tell you for years, what I wanted to do with the elephant, but I think Lawrence needed it to see it visually to get what I was talking about. Years ago, I made Lawrence a bronze elephant. I sculpted it. It's very heavy. It needs polishing back a bit. It had a treatment on it, like it was like a burnt etching. I need to polish the tusks, and it normally has a few more bronzy highlights. Let me just, sorry, I'm holding this, it's quite heavy. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Is it a bit dark? I don't know, sorry. Is it focusing? No, now I'm out of focus. Now we're in focus. I don't know if the lighting's quite bad in here, but this is it. And how I made it is I put a thick bit here so we could screw and put it on like a dowel and a piece of marble, or you could just drill a hole here and mount it, so it would be mounted a little bit proud like that. And what I wanted to do, I should get it actually, oh no, it's stuck at the side of the unit. I've got this quite large gesso frame. It's very old, I think like a few 100 years old at least, and it was a bit dinked, and I've kind of patched it up, and it's just the frame, and it was riddled with woodworm, which I didn't know at the time, and then the woodworm started chomping away on my big teak cupboard I've got in the lounge, and it was by the dollhouse, so we had to treat the whole ground floor for woodworm. Anyway, it's fine now, but I like the effect it's added to. It's got like little woodworm chompy holes. What I wanted to do was put a backing on the picture frame like so, but a black one, and then mount the elephant head to it and put like a little light or something over it. So now Lawrence has got the visual idea of what I wanted to do. So yeah, we can do that now, but I'm thrilled to bits with this little candelabra. This is going next to the fire. Right, we're in a whole shopping haul now. I hope I'm using my old camera, so I'm probably going to have to keep adjusting it. What else did I get from the shop? So I got the lamp, I got the candelabra. This caught my eye as soon as I walked in. It's a little paper mache, like trinket box kind of thing. It's beautiful. I love the colour. I love the crackle on it. It feels quite heavily varnished. It's just beautiful. And this was €2.50. And I thought that would look beautiful on by my fire with all my summery spring collection. Oh, it's just beautiful. Look at that. Oh, so happy with it. Then this caught my eye as well when I walked in. There's a brand, I think you can get it all over the place, but I think it might be Dutch. It's Claire and Ace. And I've got a few things from them. If you buy brand new things from Claire and Ave, they're quite spendy. Quite spendy. And Karen, I bought a few things from her over the years of Claire and Ave and from other places. This caught my eye as soon as I walked in. I don't know if I'll keep that little picture in it. I might do. I'm thinking for my downstairs, my little gallery wall in the downstairs toilet. This was £4.95. Isn't it beautiful? So bargain. And then this is also Claire and Ave. She had 2 cushion covers. At first I thought it was like an apron, a pinny, and she said no, they're cushion covers. And she said, oh, she's really good. She said, I'll give you a discount on them. I said, I can't, they just wouldn't go with my house. But then she said, oh, what about underneath? And it's a table runner. And I thought this would be amazing for our outside picnic table or in here. And I thought like for a high tea as well. So picnic barbecue, but also high tea. This is Claire and Ave. How beautiful. It's a table runner. How beautiful is it? Oh, it's got everything. It's got lace, it's got gingham, it's got polka dots. Oh, thrilled to bits. And it's a really good length. And 100% cotton. And the finish on it, it's like beautifully sewn, beautifully. And the cushion covers were like this, but they were really frilly. Oh, they were stunning. And I think, how much was this? It was £29.95, £7.95. Yeah, she's reduced it. You can see she's got old stickers on it. She was originally 30, then she was 20, and she sold it for 8. I mean, it's still got the label on it. Beautiful. So I got some fantastic bargains. You know, I saw Karen, I had a walk around the shop, a little trip out, and I bought some beautiful things. What's your favourite out of the things I bought from Karen? It's hard to choose, isn't it? I love them all, obviously. Right, here is the Daphne's, oh, excuse me, back, the Daphne's diary that I bought from the newspaper shop. I'll show you what I mean. So for, oh, there's some kind of poster in there. What's that? Oh, it's some kind of poster. Well, I won't use that, but I would use it for journaling. Well, if you might be nice, you could frame it. Let me find. Yeah. So this is in Dutch, and then they're talking about tulips, tulip fields, and then this is, I don't know what that painting is. I can't read the whole thing because you'll be here forever. This is about painting, also in Dutch. I'm sure, is that Rembrandt? I can't tell. I should put my glasses on. And then, so it's got out het dagboek from the day book. I don't believe. Dear diary, out of the diary. Sorry. So it's like, dear diary, hooray, today, fantastic medieval time, it's a great life, and it, in Dutch. And then opposite, they've got these tear out recipe cards. So this is penne with a creamy mushroom sauce. Oh, I get it. They've got different languages. That's clever for the production run. Oh, and then the ingredients, the recipe are in, what language is that? English, penne, mit. Mit, is that? Lawrence, in German they say mit instead of met. Mit. I think that's German, isn't it? Yeah. Penne à la sauce cremeuse. Oh, champagne. Yeah, with mit. Yeah. So in French. So they've got English, German, French and Dutch. Because, yeah, we say with is met. M-E-T. And I think German is M-I-T. Mit. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna sit down with my coffee If anybody's got the latest Daphne's Diary, or maybe it's April's, I don't know, edition, is it the same in your country? See, look, this is what made me think, is it like a Dutch edition? I can't, it would have made sense that way. Where is this? Brook in Waterland, the cleanest village in the Netherlands. Have we been to Brook in Waterland? No, he thinks not. Well, we're definitely going to have a day trip there. It's beautiful. In the 17th and 18th century, a popular place for... What's a rijk? Amsterdam. Day trippers, is it? Shoppers? Like moochers, I think, in English. Wow. This looks lovely, the church square. I think we might have to have a little trip there. Isn't that beautiful? Watch this space. I'm going to make a note of that. I think that'll be a day trip for us. If it's near Amsterdam, definitely. Oh, look at these. Like, you can make shell spoons. Jeez, sorry, I'm just trying to translate things from English to Dutch and take things in at the same time. My mind's gone like, ooh, ah. Anyway, the last shopping haul is, if you remember those like those dark charcoal grey linen pants I bought from H&M, I really like them. They fit fantastic. They've got pockets, they're just super comfortable. I like them so much. I ordered online the khaki green colour. So these are a linen blend, and they've got elasticated waist and drawstring. I must admit, they're quite generous in the size, because I'm actually having to use the drawstring. Oh, I've not got them on at the moment, just to feel like that I'm not hitching them up. So I got I fluctuate between a 16 and 18, and I got the XL size. I don't know how much they were now. There's no price on them. But I'm a H&M member. I saw there was a members sale on. I don't know if it's still on. So I got this khaki green colour, and then I got the same in like this lovely putty stone colour. So that'll be fantastic for my summer wardrobe. Here's William. Are you okay? Do you want to come and say hello to everyone? Ah, he's such a good boy. I have to put the camera higher. Hello. Oh, say hello to the vlog. Hello. They've not seen you for ages, have they? All right. Who are you going out with? Lorenzo. Okay, have fun. See you later. Love you too. Oh, if you've been around for a while, do you remember when I first started the vlogs and he was like this big? Oh, and now he's a big boy. Anyway, so these are a great staple. Especially if you're short. I think if you're tall, they'll be a bit cropped on you, but if you're short like me, they just sit perfectly on your foot. So I wanted just some longer pants. You can always, if you're handy with a needle and thread, you can always make them short if you wanted to. So I think that's everything. So I have to edit the vlog a bit over the weekend before Sunday, so I can upload it. Let me know, what was your favourite thing I bought from the brocante from Karen. And I think I've said maybe a quiet weekend. Did I mention on Sunday I've got a girls' lunch at my friend Eliane's house? If you've been around for a while, you'll know that Eliane's one of the ladies I go. We have our annual girls' trip. Last year I went to Alicante with them. And then every year she does, every year she does a lot of things throughout the year. She's very sociable, way more sociable than I am. But it's the what do you call it? The Hemelvaart Ascension. It's the Ascension weekend. I think it's a bank holiday here, actually, thinking about it. And she always does a lunch. So it's Sunday. Unfortunately, it's going to be rain, so I don't know. She has got an outdoor kitchen. She's got quite a big house. Garden. So she's got an outdoor kitchen, or we might do it inside. I can't remember how many. I think is there 6 of us this year? I can't remember. But anyway, that's something nice. But for the rest, I'm just going to have a nice quiet weekend, I think, and no boating. Depending on what the weather is, we might have a drive out somewhere. But I think this is kind of the last weekend for sport things, I think. I think it's Joshua's last game. William's not got a game. Lawrence, is it your last game this Sunday for the season?
I don't know.
It doesn't know. Anyway, well, it doesn't matter. I'm busy on Sunday. But anyway, I think we'll start to have more family time at the weekend, so we'll see. Anyway, it's 1:30. I'm going to have a coffee, sit down. I'm going to flick through my Daphne's diary, put all my stuff away, and then I'm going to have a lovely afternoon of faffing around and pottering about in my craft room. And it's gone quite humid outside. I don't know what the temperature is now, so I need to clear out that corner as well at some point so I can put my lamp in. Maybe tomorrow. Right, thanks again for tuning in. Hope you're all well. Don't forget, if it was your first time stopping by, you enjoyed having a bit of a waffle with me, if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be fantastic. And it also lets YouTube know that you've enjoyed watching a little bit of YouTube with me. And if you can hit the like button if you enjoyed spending some time with me. And don't forget, if you want to say hello in the comments, I'd love to read every single comment and I try and reply to them, you know, quite timely. If you're watching this way in the future, I might miss a comment, but you know, I try to, in the last, you know, couple of months, I try to keep on top of them. So it's always lovely to hear from everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.